I'm Lauren Kane reporting for Mosaic Online News. Salve students and the Newport community will have the opportunity to celebrate religions of the world upon returning from break. The Mercy Center for Spiritual Life will be holding the Festival of Light celebration in the Great Hall of Ochre Court, Wednesday, September 30th at 7 p.m. The festival will feature songs and prayers from all faiths and dancing. The event is free and open to the public. Salve professor Dr. Sally Goma was awarded for her work in raising intercultural awareness. President Jane Garrity announced Goma as one of the recipients of the Antone Fund for Academic Excellence. Dr. Goma recently gave a lecture at Salve Regina on her translation of the award-winning novel Red Wine. The novel was originally written in Arabic by Egyptian writer Amina Zaidan. Goma is a native Egyptian. The other professors given grant awards were Dr. Kathleen Vespia and Dr. Carol Gibbons. Global warming may not be the myth many make it out to be. The Environmental Protection Agency is working for environmental reform as greenhouse gas level in the atmosphere has climbed dangerously high. The record high was hit in 2010, and levels have risen faster over the past year than the average over the past decade. The rise in carbon dioxide from fossil fuel burning, deforestation, and changes in land use have contributed to about 64% of climate warming. The EPA had a deadline to set new regulations on oil refineries for mid-December, as stated by a court settlement with states and environmental agencies. However, the EPA expects to delay this deadline, saying they might need more time to complete work on the regulations. And the fight for freedom continues in Egypt's Tahrir Square today. Over 20 people have been reported dead and over 1,000 people injured since protests in Tahrir Square exploded into violence this past Saturday. It began with what was meant to be a peaceful sit-in last Friday, but the environment turned hostile as the police became involved, using excessive force and brutality. This has been the longest continual protest since the uprising that overthrew Hosni Mubarak in February. Egyptian authorities are set on holding parliamentary elections as scheduled, despite the violence of Tahrir Square this past weekend. This is a developing story, and live updates on the continuing conflict can be found on the Huffington Post. I'm Lauren Kane, signing off from Mosaic News. Good night.